Ain't no desirable man going to no speed dating event. I don't know who need to hear that, but before y'all keep wasting y'all money and time going to these speed dating events, don't do it if you expecting men that you would actually want to be there, because they're not. If there are any men there at all, they're definitely not going to be the type of man that you would want. They're going to be undesirable, but they won't be actual top tier attractive men with things going for themselves. You know why? Because if a man is actually desirable, why would he need to come to a speed dating event? He wouldn't. Desirable men get women constantly, whether it's walking out the house, going to the store, going to the gym, going to school. They don't have a problem in the woman department. See, y'all having a problem in the men department, which is why you're at a speed dating event. But these men are not having an issue with women when they're desirable. They don't have a problem getting girls. You have a problem getting men. And that's something that you need to work on. But as far as going to these speed dating events and thinking that you're going to meet actual men that you would want, they're not going to be there. You'll be good if you even get any men there at all, even the ones that nobody wants.
Seeing these videos about men not showing up to these singles events, and I wanted to give my 2 cents. I think the main reason we have a problem with men not showing up to these events has to do with marketing. You're not marketing towards the men. The men that you want to show up to these events aren't showing up because you're not marketing towards them. You're marketing towards women. You got the women showing up. Now you need to cater it towards getting the men in there. I think all of this is a result to the club kind of like business model. If you have a club and you want to get guys to spend money, you invite a bunch of women. Let women get in free, guys will show up, spend money at the bar, pay to get in, buy girls drinks, things like that. Now, this is a little bit different, though. We have singles events. Women are going to these events trying to find guys. So the dynamic is literally switched. So you can't rely on the old business model of women get in and men will follow, because it's not that same dynamic. I think also you need to kind of like tailor the event to appeal more to men. You know what I'm saying? If you got a singles event and it's a flyer with pretty flowers and hearts and stuff like that, a bunch of guys not going to show up to that event because it looks like something specifically for women. It's like asking why young boys aren't getting Barbie dolls. It's not going to work.
Kendra G had a black singles event in Philly. Black men did not show up. Kendra G had a black singles event in Philly. So, I'm in between New York City and Philly, Jersey. Us black men up here in the Northeast do not want nothing to do with no black women in Philly. Too masculine, too ghetto, and no. So anyway, black women were all there. It was like about 50 black women. No black men showed up. Kendra G she didn't even go. One black man showed up. Everything the black women want, the height requirement, the salary and all of that, but he looked and said, and he just said, skirt, out of there. Kendra, why would you do that? You know that's the left. The black women that go to black single events are either washed up, hit the wall, past their prime, fat, or -9s. Let's just be honest. And if they fat, they over the man. Never mind. I don't even think they go up the wall. At this, I'm just saying, if let's reverse and say males had a requirement where you have to have no wigs, no fake lace fronts, or whatever. No hair hats, natural hair, slim, maybe thick, has to be feminine, and has to only make a certain amount of money. Now, how would that sound?
A singles event in Seattle, and my conclusion that I came up with on the way home is that nobody is serious about dating anymore. I had multiple conversations throughout the night with groups of people, so both men and women, and just asked them basically what their experience had been so far with events like this, why they were at this event in particular, and what they were hoping to get out of it, essentially. And all of them kind of said the same thing. They said they're just here for the vibes and just trying to get to know more people and meet new people. That's great. I love that for you. If you're specifically going to events just to like go do more things and be more social, fantastic. But my confusion is, why are people going to singles events if they're not trying to find a romantic partner to eventually be in a relationship with? Meaning, why are people going to these events and only looking for friends and or have no intention of giving out a phone number or an Instagram or whatever if they have a good conversation with somebody? I don't understand it. Because I had multiple people throughout the night that I vibed with, had, great interactions with and stuff like that, and spent majority of the night with, for example. Like, everyone at these events typically will find a group of people that they vibe with and will talk with most of the night, things like that, and they'll hang out and it'll be great. Yet nobody exchanges phone numbers, nobody exchanges like Instagrams even for the most part, and you just say, oh yeah, hey, it was great meeting you at this event, and you never see the person again. What's the point of going to a singles event where all these are catered specifically? It doesn't matter what event it is. All of them are catered to, hey, if you like so-and-so, so-and-so gender, you're interested in this gender, you're there to talk to these people, and the whole point is you're pulling phone numbers and you're going out on dates, and then you get into a relationship and bam, that's how you meet. So what's the point of going to those if you're not actually going for that reason? You're not going with intention, and yes, it's a low stress environment, but what's the point if you're not going to do anything about it? So one of two things is true, or one of two things needs to happen. Either people need to never complain about dating on the internet again, specifically in Seattle, because that's where I'm at, but in general, people need to never complain about dating ever again. Or two, we need to find a solution where there's a low pressure, low stakes event that people are going to that is for single people, where their whole goal is to legitimately find a romantic partner that they're interested in, or find a romantic person that they're interested in. So you're going, and it's not like a speed dating situation where you're trapped in a chair and you have to go through a certain amount of people and this and that. No, it's just a casual hangout, but you're asking questions of, hey, what are your interests, and do we vibe enough through like small talk? And then, what are you looking for in a relationship? What do you look? Are you serious about dating? Are you trying to find a short term, long term? Are you trying to be marriage material? Like, what are you looking for? And then your whole point is like, pull out a phone number, schedule a date, go on the date, and see what works.